Armagerd, what's up everybody? I'm ZWade, the ZWade, and ZWade Photo, and we are continuing our multiple week use of the Nikon Zfc, and we're back with the 105 f2.8 micro S-line lens. And before I get into it, I want to invite you to ZWadePhoto.com. You can check out the new merch store, pick you up a hat, a hoodie, t-shirt, coffee cup. You can swing by the print shop, pick you up a print. I have a few in rolls ready to go right now. Or, if you don't want to spend any money, you could just consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. It's totally free, and all of those things help this channel grow. So, that felt really stumbly and awkward, so let's just like jump into this. It's probably one of the worst intros I've ever done. I don't feel like editing. I've made a lot of these videos back to back, and so this looks good. We've already seen a bunch of these. Go watch the first 105 video I did with the ZFC. These are the ones I really want to get to. And why does this look so funny? This looks like it's supposed to be landscape, but it's not. It's a confusing perspective. It looks good. There's a lot of detail. So we know that the Nikkor Z105 f2.8s micro is a very, very good and sharp lens. But does the ZFC do it justice? And I would say it does, because the ZFC has the ability to render all these nice details because it's a pretty good sensor. I mean, it's the least amount of megapixels out of all the cameras that I've really ever owned. But, you know, 20 megapixels is plenty with a nice lens like the 105 f2.8. Very shallow depth of field, which you get that strange stuff, but the strange different areas of focus. But I mean, just look at it. That's a ton of detail. So if you love macro photography and you would rather have a nice lens it's been proven now right here, if you didn't know, that a nice lens is more important than a really nice camera. Not that the ZFC isn't nice. It is. It's very nice. But you could buy the ZFC if you've got a budget and you're mostly interested in shooting macro. You can get the ZFC and the 105 f2.8 micro Nikkor, and you can do some really nice stuff. This is very, very detailed. Moving on. This one definitely needs a little bit of love here, so let's get the highlights off of that rock. We don't want to mess with the shadows. Let's crush some blacks. Give some clarity, contrast. See what this looks like in black and white. Not particularly good, but we may be able to get it there because I know that we can play with the colors. There we go. Now we're getting some details in there. Okay. Gonna have to do the rest from here. Let's crush it. Crush it. Crush it. Super contrast. It's probably just not going to look good in black and white, in my opinion. But, you know, it's whatever. Let's fix this. It's kind of a boring shot, but it is very, very cool up close. You could probably crop this in if this was your shot, but it's my shot, so don't do anything to it. Here we go. Here we go. Wow, look at that. Nice. Excellent amount of detail. Super razor thin depth of field. That's pretty cool. Let's actually, you know what? Let's just do that. Nice. Boom, super razor thin depth of field. Just insane amounts of detail. Cool. Maybe let's play around with this a little. Might have to paint this a little bit to get it where I want it. Yeah. Let's bring a little more attention to right here. Cool. Looks good. A little leaf here. A little homage paid to the first photo that I ever took, which was a picture of a leaf with a Nikon D3200. And although this is shot at a very inappropriate aperture, which is, you know, f3.5, this is not shot at a macro aperture. But just look how freaking... That looks like a basketball skin. Like the skin of a basketball, am I right? Like, that is just kind of wild. Very strange areas that are in focus, you know, but because we're at 3.5 and we're extremely close. Extremely close. But we have a nice area here, a bigger, more consolidated area here that's sharp, and that just looks wildly good. Very cool. Looks good. The ZFC and the 105 f2.8 are good macro lenses. Here we have some kind of texture or something. I don't even remember what this was exactly. Whatever it is, there's a lot of detail that the ZFC and the 105 f2.8 are able to grab. So we're okay with that. Looks like here's some more of Lolly. We've done a ton of these with the... Oh no, this is the 50 1.2. With this being the last one, next episode we will be looking at the 50mm f1.2. But that's a wrap of this episode of ZWade Photo. Let me know in the comments below if you have the Nikon Zfc or the Nikkor Z105 f2.8 macro, and do you love them? Do you hate them? Are you thinking about getting them? What are your reservations? I'm ZWade, the ZWade, and ZWade Photo, and I will catch you in the next one.